Hello everyone, in this video we are going to take a deeper look into the different types of garnishes. Are you ready to learn? I hope that you are because this is an interesting topic that you can use in your daily life. So let's get started. The objectives for today's lesson are the following. First, differentiate the types of garnish. Second, explain the importance of garnish. And lastly, observe chefs practice through a cooking video. Now, first of the many garnishes is the herbs and leaves. Many green leaves and herbs are used for garnishing purposes. Most popular leaves and herbs that are used include thyme, oregano, basil, chives, chervil, coriander, bay, and etc. These leaves don't just add additional color, but also a tempting aroma and a characteristic flavor to numerous dishes. Now we have common herbs and leaves. Take note class, we have now the cilantro. Cilantro's flavor is described by some as bright and citrusy, and as soapy by others. This herb pops up in the cuisines of India, Mexico, and Vietnam. It is also known as coriander leaf, Chinese parsley, and Mexican parsley. Next is we have the mint. There are two most widely available varieties of mint. You have your peppermint and the spearmint. Peppermint has a strong cooling aftertaste due to the high concentration of menthol. Spearmint, on the other hand, is lighter and sweeter to the palate. Lesser known types of mint include ginger, apple, and curly mint, which when used in large quantities impart the flavor that is connected to its name. We have the parsley. I know that this is common to our Filipino dishes. Generally speaking, flat parsley has a peppery bite, whereas the curly kind is relatively bland. And their names denote they have textural differences too. In French and Italian cooking, many a stock, stew, and soup calls for bouquet garni flavored by this herb. Pastas and egg recipes often benefit from a sprinkling of chopped parsley. The herb's clean, light flavor cuts down on heavy creaminess and also acts as a palate cleanser. Next is the dill. It elicits strong reactions. Some describe the flavor as clean and grassy, while others dislike it. Often used in pickling, dill goes well with potatoes and dips that incorporate mayonnaise and sour cream. Oregano. Fresh oregano can be difficult to find in the marketplace, and because dried oregano has stronger flavor than the fresh, use it sparingly. Oregano's hint of sweetness combined with some spiciness adds warmth to any dish. It is also known as wild marjoram or pot marjoram. We have the famous basil. Basil is the most commonly used herb in the United States. Peppery with a mild anise flavor, Italian basil is relatively sweeter than its purple counterpart. Sweet green basil is largely showcased in dishes from Italy and Southeast Asia, providing its versatility. The dark color of purple basil makes it wonderful garnish in dishes. Both of these leaves should be added at the end of cooking for maximum flavor. Thai basil has a stronger anise flavor and holds up well to the high heat cooking. We have next rosemary. It has a strong flavor, even pungent pine-like fragrance and flavor. Native to Mediterranean region, rosemary gained popularity with Italian cooking. The herb pairs well with pork chops, poultry, and even fish. Chives, deep green hollow stems, lend a refreshingly light, oniony taste. This helps cut down on the heaviness of rich, flavored foods such as blue cheese and chive dressings and risotto cakes. When finely chopped, chives work well as a garnish. Related to onions and other bulb vegetables, this herb looks a lot like lawn grass. Next, we have sage. Its taste ranges from mild to slightly peppery with some touch of mint. Because of its pronounced flavoring, sage is a good herb to pair with foods traditionally considered heavy, rich, and creamy, as well as sweet and savory breads like the cornbread. Unlike more delicate herbs, sage can be added in the beginning of the cooking process. Then we have savory. There are two varieties of savory, winter savory and summer savory. In general, savory has a peppery flavor, although winter savory is more pungent and stronger flavored than the summer variety. This herb has long been incorporated into European cuisines, such as beans, meat, and poultry. It is commonly added to soups and stews that have meat or poultry and or beans. Thyme, a crowd favorite herb, is a major ingredient in the classic and it plays a major role next to parsley and bay leaf. In another blend of French herbs, bouquet garni, a crucial flavor component in broths, soups, and stews. The tiny leaves on this low-growing woody plant work best in tandem with other herbs and spices such as basil, sage, and lavender. There are three kinds of thyme: English thyme, German thyme, and then the French thyme. So as you can see, we have all the thyme in the world. And for the last set of our herbs, you have the tarragon. Once considered the king of herbs in French cuisine, tarragon is an essential ingredient in the classic Béarnaise sauce. It It's not an easy herb to keep for long periods of time, so it is often placed in a bottle of vinegar. Tarragon imparts a delicate anise flavor, similar to a licorice and fennel. It is more sweet than strong. And lastly, you have your marjoram. Marjoram has a grassy, lemony taste that is almost sweet. Marjoram looks just like oregano with green, oval, flat leaves. Both are members of the mint family. The difference is all in their taste. Marjoram is sweet, while oregano is spicy. So that is all for the herbs and leaves. Let's now move forward to another type of garnish, which is roots and greens. Greens are often used to line plates, though they may also be eaten with the dish. In some cases, greens are prepared as a small side salad on a plate, which also serves as a garnish to fill out the plate. While buttercrisp, endive, and leaf lettuces are classic choices for garnishes, curly kale and purple kale are more unusual options that are interesting to the eye. A couple of roots that are often prepared and used as garnish are ginger and horseradish. Now, look closely to the types of lettuce. Very interesting, aren't they? You can use this in your dish to serve as a salad or a garnish. Lay it over your plate to make it more appealing to the customers or the clients. But remember to apply only a specific type of lettuce that will blend well to the visual presentation of your dish. Now let's go to the edible flowers. Not many people think to use edible flowers as food decorations to garnish a dish. But they are always a pleasing addition thanks to the bright pop of color they contribute. Though all are not available year-round, there are many options for edible flowers that can be used throughout most seasons. Let us look now to the best edible flowers around. You have some borage blossoms. And you have the calendula. Zucchini blossoms might look familiar to us. Hibiscus. Remember, it has only a variety that is edible. Lavender. Not only is it good for essential oils, it is also a good garnish. Nasturtiums with varied colors is a good garnish to any dish. Pansies. And of course, you have your roses. These edible flowers cannot be completed without the sage flowers and the violets. Truly, those colors will give an additional impact and would entice our diners to enjoy and be satisfied with the meal that we have prepared. So, use them wisely. So let's move forward to the fruits and vegetables. Lemon, lime, oranges, berries, grapes, radish, and tomatoes are the most common fruits and vegetables that are used as garnish. They can be used as slices, wedges, or used for their zest that can be used to accentuate our dish and even the tables as part of a centerpiece. Now we have our purees. Purees like tomato puree are often used for garnishing purposes. They can be spread artfully on our blank canvas or poured over the food item. They add vibrant color, texture, and flavor to your dish. And lastly, sauces and syrups. A number of sauces and syrups are quite popular when we talk about garnishing. Barbecue sauce, teriyaki sauce, and other similar sauces are often used with steaks and main courses, while chocolate and strawberry syrups are popular garnishes for desserts. Now, exactly how are garnishes chosen? Garnishes are selected in accordance with how they will balance a dish and benefit the aesthetics of the presentation. Though some garnishes are purely for food decoration, many are there for function. When considering the flavor profile of a dish, there are several key elements to balancing the flavor while creating complexity as well. Take this for an example. Beef is sometimes accompanied by horseradish, which adds heat. Though the heat can be toned down if mixed with a dairy product like sour cream. Remember that the complexity, such as fattiness, is diminished by acids and heat, just as sweetness is tamed by saltiness, notes, or subtleties of garnishes, such as smoky, clean, and fresh aromatics, tartness, or a lot of spiciness enhances the flavor that are already present while introducing an additional component. That is why we need to make use a good horseradish and sour cream to our beef in order for the taste to be balanced. Here is another example of how garnishes serve as visual appeal. If you're serving deviled eggs on something or other than deviled egg platter, a buttercrisp or leaf lettuce can be used to line the plate before arranging the egg halves on top. Usually, a sprig of dill is also used to top the deviled egg. Please don't forget those reminders when you are taking into consideration or when you are choosing the correct type of garnish. References for this video lesson. We also make use of some images from the internet. And that is all for today's video lesson. I hope that you have learned something valuable that you can use in your cooking. If you have any questions regarding this video or would like to learn more other related content, please comment it down below. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sir D. Thank you everyone and have a great day ahead.